Hello and welcome back to our beginner Python course. In this exciting lesson, we are diving deep into the world of using if statements in Python. In computer programming, if statements are known as control structures. They shape the flow of your program and allow you to make decisions in your code. This is a fundamental concept that empowers you to make your program smarter, responsive, and dynamic. So buckle up and let's journey into the world of if statements together. Let's start by creating a new Python file and name it if statements.py and press enter. Now, let's imagine that you are developing a highly sensitive military application in Python and you need to build a login system. Your program should prompt the user to enter their username and password. If the entered username and password match what is stored in the system, then access should be granted. But if they are incorrect, access should be denied. Let's begin. First, let's create two variables to store the correct login credentials in the system. So we'll create valid username and set it to general. And we'll also create valid password and set it to secret at 123. So in the system, our valid username is general and our valid password is secret at 123. Now let's ask the user to input their username using the input function. We'll write the code input, enter username, and the result of this input will store in a variable called username. Excellent. Next, our mission has two additional requirements. First, we need to ensure that the program ignores all leading and trailing white spaces in both the username and password. To achieve this, we'll use the strip method learned from our previous lesson. Click here and modify the code to .strip. This will strip off all leading and trailing white spaces if the user inputs them by mistake. Secondly, we need to ensure that the username is always in lowercase. To achieve this, we will employ the lower method and modify the code to .lower. This will force the username to always become lowercase. Moving on, let's ask the user to input their password. We will store it in a variable called user password and say input, enter password. To remove any potential white spaces, we will click here and modify the code to .strip. Now let's test our program. So right click, run if statements. I'll input my username as D and password as D123 and press enter. Excellent, but nothing happens. This is because we haven't yet written any code to verify the credentials. To do this, we need to use an if statement. An if statement is used to execute a block of code if a specific condition is met or evaluates to true. This allows a program to make decisions and perform different actions based on the condition. In Python, using an if statement is straightforward. Just write if and then your condition, then colon, and press enter. Take note of the colon here and the indentation provided here. The indentation is crucial in Python as it specifies which code to execute when the condition is true. For now, let's write a comment to represent the code to be executed when the condition is true. So I'll say code block to be executed if the condition is true. This is the basic syntax of an if statement in Python. If the condition is false, you can implement another block of code to be executed by using the else keyword like this. Else, colon, enter. Let's write another comment. Code block to be executed if the condition is false. This is simple and straightforward, but if statements can be complex sometimes. When dealing with multiple conditions, Python uses another keyword known as elif, and sometimes you might even need to nest if statements by placing one if statement within another if statement. For this military project, we'll start with a single condition. So let's modify the condition to username equals valid username. This is a typical example of an if condition in Python. In Python, when using an if statement, the condition you provide must be a Boolean expression. A Boolean expression is an expression that evaluates to either true or false. Also note the operator used here. In Python and other programming languages, this is known as a comparison operator. A comparison operator is used to compare two values and return a Boolean result, true or false. In this code, the comparison operator used is double equal to, which checks for equality. This is different from a single equal to sign, which is an assignment operator used to assign a value. For example, if you write a is equal to 5, it means that the value 5 is stored in the variable a. On the other hand, the double equal to sign is used when comparing two variables or two values. So this code reads as follows. If the username entered by the user is equal to the valid username stored in the system, then the condition will evaluate to true. Other comparison operators include not equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. In this project, we only require the equal to comparison operator. So the code reads, if username equal to valid username, then code block to be executed if the condition is true. So let's clear the comment and print a response. So print, if the condition is true, we will say username verified. So we'll clear the comment here as well and write print incorrect username. Let's clear this and test our program. So right click, run if statement. I'll type my username as D and password as D123. Enter. And the response is incorrect username. Let's run it again and now provide the correct username. So we'll type username as general and password D123. Enter. And now the response is username verified. Now the username is verified, but something is still missing. Our if statement is currently not verifying the password. This is because we haven't written any code to check the password. To do this, we need to introduce the concept of logical operators. Logical operators are used to combine Boolean expressions to make decisions. In this lesson, we'll focus on two of them, the AND logical operator and the OR logical operator. Here's how they are used. Instead of writing our condition like this, we'll write it like this. If username is equal to valid username or user password is equal to valid password. In this case, we are using the OR logical operator. The OR operator returns true if at least one of the operands is true. It returns false only if both operands are false. So if any one of them, either the username or password is correct, access will be granted. However, this system requires both the username and password to be correct before granting access. So in this particular case, we need to use the AND logical operator. The AND logical operator returns true only if both operands are true. Otherwise, it returns false. This means that the condition should be true only if both the username and password are correct. In future lessons, we'll cover other logical operators such as the NOT logical operator. So now, if the username entered by the user is equal to the valid username stored in the system and the password entered by the user is equal to the password stored in the system, then let's modify our response to access granted. else, access denied. Let's run our program again. Run if statement and enter the username as general, password as D123. And the response is access denied. Let's run it again. And this time enter the correct credentials. So the username is general and the password is secret at 123 and press enter. And voila, we have successfully built a secure login system using if statement in Python. I encourage you to try this project on your own and discover the excitement and experience it brings. I'm thrilled to witness the amazing progress you are making on your journey towards becoming a professional software engineer. Python is a powerful programming language that will open up numerous opportunities for you in exciting areas such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, web development, automation, cybersecurity, and more. It will help pave the way for you to explore a wide range of fields that align with your future dreams. Remember, practice makes perfect, and you are making great progress. Keep up the great work and continue striving towards your goals. Before we conclude this lesson, let's take another look at using if statements that involve multiple conditions. Let's create a new Python file and name it if elif else.py. Now, let's consider a scenario where we are building an application for a school and need to develop a grading system to generate exam reports. To start, we'll define a variable called exam score and set it to 85. Now, if exam score is greater than or equal to 90, colon, enter, grade equals to A. Elif exam score is greater than or equal to 80, colon, enter, grade equals to B. Elif stands for else if in Python. Let's continue. Elif exam score is greater than or equal to 70, colon, enter, grade equals to C. Else, colon, enter, then grade is equal to D. And then print, let's use F string. So F, open quotes, your grade is, colon, space, curly brackets, grade. Excellent. In this example, we've learned how to use the elif keyword to handle multiple conditions. Let's run our program. And it says your grade is B. This is because the student scored 85. Lastly, let's try an example that involves nested ifs. Let's create a new Python file and name it nestedif.py. In this final example, let's create a program that can test conditions in levels. This means you need to pass one level before you can be tested for the next level. To begin, let's ask the user to input their age. So we'll say age equals input. How old are you? Let's convert the input to integers. So we'll wrap it in an int function like this. Excellent. Now, if age is greater than 17, colon, enter. Let's create a variable and say destination equals input. What is your destination? If destination is equal to Africa, let's create another variable called purpose and say equals input purpose of your visit. Now guess what program we are trying to create? We are creating a visa validation system. So our next condition is if purpose is equal to business, then colon, print, congratulations, your visa application has been approved. Else, this else is for this if statement. So else print visa denied. Enter. How about if this condition fails? We'll come here and say another else column, enter, print visa denied. And lastly, we have the first condition here. If that one also fails, let's say else column, enter, print visa denied. So this else is for this if, this else is for this if, and the last else is for the first if. Now let's run our program and test it. How old are you? 15, enter, and immediately visa denied. Notice that the second question was not even asked. This is because we are using nested ifs, which means one condition needs to be met before the next if condition can be activated. Let's run it again. How old are you? 20, enter. And now we see the next question because the age is greater than 17. So what is your destination? Africa, enter. Purpose of your visit? Business, enter. And the output is, congratulations, your visa application has been approved. This time, the correct age was provided, which triggered the next questions about travel destination and purpose, ultimately leading to the successful approval of the visa application. With nested ifs, when one condition fails, the next if will not be activated. But if the condition is met, the next if will be activated, which will also lead to the next if statement. This is known as nesting of if statements or simply nested ifs. I'm filled with great joy to be on this learning journey with you. Together, we'll discover even more incredible things that we can accomplish with Python in the next lesson. I can't wait to share my next lesson with you in the next video. If you encountered any errors, don't hesitate to share them in the comment section below. I'm always ready to assist you. I hope you found this video helpful and gained some new knowledge. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more coding videos like this. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.